Hey, hello guys. This is Fede here, back with another video, and I know, it's been a long time since I made my last video. It's been like a couple of weeks, I believe. But yeah, man, I just been having a lot of work, and until now, I just got time to sit down here in my room and do a video. I was going to do the video downstairs, and in front of my bookshelves, because recently I just rearranged everything over there. But I just don't want to go down and set up everything there, so we're just gonna do it from here, from my room. Uh, I'm going to do a video tag after I record this one, so maybe that one I do it downstairs. But for now, you're stuck with me here in my room. So, all right, I have my tablet here with some data since the last time we saw each other. Since the last time we spoke, I have finished four four books, and that's Astro Boy. I believe I spoke about that volume already in my last video, but I also finished here The Dark Forest, the second book in the Three Body Problem series. So, all right, this second book, and I don't have it here because I'm going to put an image here. I read that on Kindle. So this second book, I mean, same as the first one, it has a great beginning, a boring middle part, and a great ending. So I really don't know how I feel about Cixin Liu's writing, right? Because the man knows how to write his endings, but I don't know if I mean I'm going to finish the trilogy. I mean one more book, so but yeah, I don't know if I'm going to read any other of his stuff. Maybe it's not for me. I watched the and maybe this is blasphemous for some people, but I watched the Netflix adaptation of the first book, The Three Body Problem, and I actually, for me, it's a little bit better than the book. And the second book for me, it was okay as well. If you want me to put a star on it, like 3 4 stars, maybe 3 stars. And yeah, I'm just waiting to gather, my energy to read that final book in the trilogy. When that's going to be, I really don't know, because I really do need a lot of energy, just mentalizing myself, uh, knowing that I'm going to have a slow read with Zixin Liu. And I like slow books, but I don't know. With him, I really don't know. And I like slow books uh, so much that I liked the books of Jacob. The books of Jacob is I already uploaded a video review of my talks about this book. So yeah, I really don't have much else to say other than it's a beautiful book. It's a long book. This was my March of the Mammoth. This was the only mammoth that I was able to finish back in March. So yeah, but it's a great read, man. I'm going to read the backlist catalog of this writer for sure. I'm going to be on the lookout for her books, and yeah, Olga Tokarsuk, I guess. Yeah, great writer, great writer. Now, I also finished another book, and that is Sábado Domingo by Ray Loriga, Spanish guy, and he writes these really short novels. I don't want to use the term novella because in Spanish that term just doesn't exist. Um, but yeah, this is a short novel, and this um, this book tells the story of two friends, two rich upper class friends, that one night they pick up a girl from a bar, the bartender, and they take the and this is all in the synopsis. They take the girl to the one of the friends' houses, and yeah, the protagonist doesn't know what happened that night. So he sometimes have epilepsy attacks, but he does remember that that night she was screaming, and his friend, male friend, was bleeding from one of his legs, and then he that's when he blacked out, right? And he never saw his friend again. When he woke up, he just went up the house, and he never looked for his friend again, and he doesn't know what happened to the girl. And this event that happened in his adolescence has sort of traumatized him across his life. So we follow him in this short amount of pages. We follow him from his adolescence to when he's already an adult, and we also get a conclusion about these three characters and how their story interconnects in the future. So yeah, man. As I said before, this writer Ray Lodiga, if you can get his writings in English, all of his novels that I read so far, I've read three: Trífero, Sábado Domingo, and Ya Solo Habla de Amor, which is another beautiful book, and all of them are really really short. So I really recommend this author and his books. It's a beautiful cover as well. The model, look at the model. It's a real photography. So yeah, let's talk about what I am reading right now. All right, so let's start with my physical read, because right now I don't know why, but I'm mostly reading in digital, but I am also reading physical. Just a little bit slower. Not slower. The thing is that I don't know what is it with me that it seems that every month is March of the Mammoths here at the channel, because right now I'm reading Oathbringer. I said I was going to read this in back in March, but with the books of Jacob, it was a very dense read. So yeah, I just wasn't able to get into. So I put this aside when I was like 200 pages into it, and I focused on the books of Jacob, and it was worth it. Now I'm like 300-400 pages in, so this reads pretty easily compared to the books of Jacob, right? So I just picked this up a few days ago, and I already I read quite a few hundred pages since I put my mind into it again. So maybe I will be finishing this by next week, maybe, who knows. And also this month I want to read. I hope I get to this book, man, because I've been wanting to read this for a long time now, and I said this in my March of the Mammoth uh, picks. So it is Demon in White, third book in the Sun Eater series. So the new book just came out, book six, or yeah, book six, I believe. And yeah, I gotta read this month. I'm going to commit myself to reading this month. As soon as I'm done with Outbringer, I'm gonna get into Demon in White, another mammoth, by the way. So all right, let's go to the digital. If you see a light, it is my tablet. So to the digital readings. So right now I'm currently hearing on audio Before They Are Hanged by Joe Abercrombie. So I'm taking this pretty slow. Basically, the entirety of March, I didn't hear anything from this book. I just didn't feel like it. But just this month, I was at like 14%. I don't know how much when I left it, but now I'm at 31%. So yeah, we're making progress there. And then I'm also reading Hellblazer Volume 1 by Jamie Delano. The first volume of the Hellblazer series, John Constantine, all of that. Although I was reading the other day that Gaiman and Alan Moore, uh, you're supposed to say John Constantine instead of John Constantine. So I really don't care about that. I'm still going to say John Constantine, but yeah, it's a fun fact. And also, I'm reading The Sword of Kaigen. I didn't have plans to read this, but one time I was browsing in Kindle Unlimited, and I saw this book, and I grabbed it, and I'm 60% into it. So this one I'm reading like 10% every day, and yeah, it's you know this is a standalone novel, right? And what's great about this fantasy is that since this is a standalone book, you don't really know um, who's going to die or who's at risk. There's not like a series of novels that you can, for example, The Sun Eater. You know that by book six, you're still with the protagonist. But here, since this is yeah, this is its own novel. It doesn't have sequels, prequels, um, whatever. It's just this book, and that's it. And I love it. I love it. And yeah, I'm hoping to this one for sure. I'm going to finish this week because I'm so into it right now. I just passed the Well, I'm not going to spoil it, but yeah, maybe I do a review and talk spoilers with you guys. But yeah, for now, I just wanted to give you an update. As you can see, I don't know, I'm tired as hell. Yeah, I've been having a lot of work. I just got home, and yeah, I'm going to do as I said, another video. I'm going to record that. That is, but yeah, I'm going to see you guys on the next one.